Hey everyone, welcome back. November is shaping up to be an action-packed month for investors. We're talking about presidential elections, Federal Reserve decisions, inflation data, and even global conflicts that could rock the markets. Which events should we focus on? Let's dive in and figure out what each one could mean for your portfolio. The first big event, the US presidential election on November 5th. It's Trump versus Harris, and the market implications are huge. So let's get interactive here. What do you think each candidate's victory could mean for stocks? Drop your thoughts in the comments right now. If Trump wins, we might see a return to policies like tax cuts and deregulation, which historically boost the stock market. But here's where it gets tricky. Trump has pledged to end conflicts in the Middle East and Ukraine. Does this mean peace, or could it mean increased US involvement? If you're thinking peace, type peace in the comments. If you're thinking escalation, type escalation. On the other hand, if Harris wins, we'd likely see a focus on renewable energy and social programs. How would you expect the markets to respond to this? Could green energy stocks soar while traditional sectors feel the pinch? Comment green up if you think renewables will rise, or traditional down if you think established sectors could take a hit. Next up, the Federal Reserve meets on November 14th to decide on interest rates. Rate changes can shake the market in a big way. So, what's your prediction? If the Fed cuts rates, it could be a win for businesses, potentially sparking a rally in the stock market. If you think a cut is coming, type rate cut rally below. But remember, lower rates could also fuel inflation. Is that worth the risk? Or do you see a rate increase coming? That could help cool inflation but might also slow down economic growth. If you think they'll hike rates, drop hike incoming in the comments. And then there's the option of no change. This might mean markets stay steady, but it really depends on inflation. Which do you think is most likely? Rate cut, hike, or no change? Let us know your prediction. On November 10th, we'll get the latest inflation numbers. Inflation can be the make or break factor in what the Fed decides next, so keep an eye out. Here's a question for you. What if inflation is higher than expected? Will this push the Fed toward another rate hike? And what could that mean for your stocks? Type high inflation if you think we'll see higher numbers. And if inflation is lower than expected, that could mean stable or even lowered rates, which would be a positive sign for the market. Type low inflation if you're betting on this outcome. Make your prediction below inflation up, down, or steady. Lastly, we have the global stage to consider. Trump has said he'd end conflicts in the Middle East and Ukraine if elected. But here's the big question for all of you. Does this mean we'll actually see peace, or could it lead to more US involvement? What would peace in these regions mean for global markets? Think energy stability, lower risk. But is this even realistic? Or if things take a turn toward greater US involvement, we could see added volatility, especially in the energy markets. If you're worried about this outcome, type energy volatility in the comments. So there you have it. November is packed with events that could shape the markets in unexpected ways. Now it's your turn. Comment below with your predictions for each event. And remember, the best investors stay informed and flexible. Hit that subscribe button if you're ready for more in-depth market analysis and insights. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next video.